you want to know about Paradise? Paradise by the Dashboard Light was written by Jim Steinman, as everything else on the album was, and that came about. We played Carnegie Hall about 3 years ago, before we ever had a record deal, and I took Jimmy home in a rent-a-car, and I let him out at his house, and I said, "Jimmy, write a duet for the record." He says, "What?" I said, "Write a duet for the record." He goes, "Well, how about a guy and a girl in the backseat of a car?" I said, "Sounds great, write it." About an hour and a half later, he'd come up with the first half and told me what the rest of it was. That was one of his quick songs.
Can you give us a little background into how you became successful in the United States over the last few years?
A little background. Well, it was an overnight success after 12 years, basically, is what's going on. And it really was an overnight success. People go, well, it wasn't really an overnight, you know, when you ask people, well, how does it feel to be an overnight success? And they go, well, I wasn't an overnight success. It took me 15 years, you know. Well, basically, I'm an overnight success. I just laid a large foundation in a big crater for about 12 years, but it happened overnight, and it happened like that. And if you want to be called successful, I don't know what successful is either. To me and to Jimmy, we were successful when we finished the record. I mean, that was the major triumph, because it took us 5 years to even get to the point of finishing the record. People saying to me, "Oh, I think you're great, but who's this weird guy with you that's writing all these strange songs?" And I'm going, "He's one of the best songwriters in America, and you're a jerk for not realizing it, you know?" And that's, you know, and they kept going, "Well, if you get rid of him, we'll sign you," you know? And I kept going, "Well, I'm not getting rid of him, and I'm not going to sign with you," and stuff like that. Because I believed in what we were doing. I believed in Jimmy. I still do. I think Jimmy is, I think maybe now, I've been saying he's one of the top 5 songwriters. I really honestly believe at this point in time that he is probably the best songwriter, contemporary songwriter there is.
Carla DeVita, how did she fit into the act? How did you
well, Carla,
yeah.
I saw Carla about 3 years ago in a band called Orchestra Luna, and I saw her at CBGB's here in New York, and I thought she was unbelievable. I thought she was the best one in the band, actually. And so it came around, we were getting ready to go out on tour, and I went to Jimmy and I said, "Jim, I want to go with Carla." He goes, "Well, she's not blonde," you know, because Jimmy's visions of every woman in the song was a blonde. And I said, "It doesn't make any difference, Jim." I said, "Just because it's your visions, no one else has your visions except you."
Do you have any plans to be going specifically to
Holland?
Oh,
you bet.
To Holland?
Yeah, we tried to get there all last year,
When
you know, and nobody would book us. Nobody booked us. We were sitting in Germany trying to get into Amsterdam, and they're looking at us like, "Well, where are you going to play?" You know? And
I don't think you'll have any problem filling.
No, I don't think so now, since we got about 97 promoters calling now going, "Can he come to Holland next week?" You know, we're dying to go.
Yeah.
So next year we're going to do about 5 months, and we'll probably do, you know, 3 or 4 dates in Holland, maybe 2, 3. I don't know how big Holland is. How big are you, Holland? You know?